There's only 5 steps that help me get from this to this, and I'll share them all with you in this video as a complete guide to help you finally get big as a skinny guy in the fastest way possible. But first, why would you even listen to me? Well, my whole life I've been a very skinny kid, and there was a point where I finally decided to make a change. Fast forward 6 years, almost 40 kg heavier after trying countless of training programs, meal plans and bulking methods. I'm here with a plan that'll help you save your time and get to a desired physique in only 5 steps. This will be a controversial take, but counting your calories is actually overrated. Now, we all know that in order to gain weight, we need to be in a calorie surplus. And in order to make sure we need to count the calories that we consume every day. But in reality, you actually need to do it for the first few weeks to learn the portion sizes, and then you can switch to eyeballing and instead focus on never being hungry by consuming a meal every 2 to 3 hours. But when it comes to consuming food that often, there's a slight problem. You see, me and I think almost all the ectomorphs and hard gainers out there have a really bad appetite. So we can't really eat that much so often, and something that can help with that is liquid calories. Now, I'll give you a quick recipe of a homemade protein shake that will taste much better than the powder one and will have more calories and more protein. Let's get it. All you need is ice cream, cottage cheese, honey, milk, banana, jam and oats. Damn, what? Hey. There we have the best protein shake of all time. Let's try. It's better than I expected. Drinking 1000 calories will be much easier than eating 1000 calories. So whenever you don't feel like eating, just drink your protein shake and make your life easier. And trust me, if you actually do it, if you avoid being hungry at any time by consuming a meal every few hours, you'll be shocked by how fast you'll start gaining weight and muscles. Now, you might have heard from some of the fitness influencers that doing compound lifts is actually not that effective, it's risky, and you can get much better results doing isolation exercises instead. And in my humble personal opinion, it's a complete BS. Because what helped me the most, especially in the beginning, and what I think is the most effective way to progress in the gym, is to actually focus on compound lifts and progressively overload on them. And when I say compound lifts, I mean exercises like bench, squats, deadlift, shoulder press, and etc. And many people don't really know what it means to progressively overload. It actually doesn't necessarily mean that you need to increase the weight all the time. It can also mean improving your technique, making the exercise harder by doing pause reps, or adding additional rep or set. So I'd personally advise you to focus on those compound lifts, increase the weight, let's say every 2 weeks at max, but also every training you need to either improve the technique, add additional rep, or make the exercise harder by doing pause reps. And trust me, it helped me, that's why I'm advising it to you. So if you want to progress faster, use it as well. Step number 3 is periodization. In order to avoid plateaus and keep your muscles adapting, you need to change between strength focus phases and hypertrophy phases every 6 to 8 weeks by also changing your program and the frequency of training. So let's say for the first 6 to 8 weeks you will choose the hypertrophy phase, which basically means that you will be focusing more on increasing your muscle mass. And as an example, you can use the split, training 5 to 6 times a week using moderate weight with higher reps. The next 6 to 8 weeks after, you will be on strength phase, completely changing the split, lifting heavier weights with lower reps. And doing so, your body won't have any other way but to constantly adapt and progress. Now, some people say that you shouldn't train for more than 3 or 4 times a week, and if you're a complete beginner, then that's true. But with me personally, if I start training less than 4 or 5 times a week, my progress actually stops. And the truth is, everyone is different, so something that works on me might not work on you. That's why I'd advise you to change between those 2 phases, change the programs, change the splits, try doing different exercises, different methods every 6 to 8 weeks. This way, you'll actually find out what works best for you. Step number 4 is doing cardio. And I know many of you probably think, what would me, an ectomorph, a skinny guy who's trying to gain weight, do cardio. But let me tell you that for the first 2 years of me training in the gym, I was doing kickboxing on the side. And we used to do 5 km run before an actual 2 hour of intense workout. And I used to do that 3 times a week and still managed to gain about 15 to 20 kg in the first year of training and transform my body from this to this. And I know for a fact that if I wouldn't do any cardio, I wouldn't progress as much. And it's all because cardio can actually help you gain weight by first increasing your appetite, increasing your testosterone, improving your blood flow and digestion, and even improving your recovery. Yes, low intense cardio can actually improve your recovery, and 3 times a week is probably a bit too much, especially for super skinny guys. That's why I'd advise you to do cardio for about once or twice a week for, let's say, 60 minutes of whatever you want. It can be football, cycling, treadmill, doesn't matter. Step number 5 is recovery. The factor that many people know about but just don't take it seriously or oftentimes just overlook is recovery. Because if you do everything perfect, from the meal plan to your trainings, but lack enough recovery, then all your efforts will go to waste as you won't be able to progress almost at all. One of the most important things that you can do in order to recover well is obviously get enough sleep. Aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Also, stretch after your trainings in order to speed up your muscle repair and avoid being stiff. Plus, I would also advise you to try taking cold showers and of course take supplements and vitamins. Here's the list of some of them that I'd personally recommend. So, with that being said, building muscles isn't rocket science, but it takes discipline and the right plan. And if you're looking to get to your fitness goals, cut out all the mistakes that people usually make in the first 2 years and learn from my mistakes, then book a call with me with the link in the description to join my coaching. I'm taking very few people because I want to give 100% of my effort and focus on helping people achieve their fitness goals in the quickest way possible. If you found this video useful, please follow and check out my other videos. Thank you for watching and see you soon.